Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? And let me first off thank you for clicking on the video and let you know it's appreciated. So today's video, so I kind of have a change of plans. See, time is just and it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, so if I can get this video up before Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody. So today, when I say change of plans, today I wanted to do the tie rods and the ball joints, the Whiteline ones. So I wanted to throw those guys on here. And I was thinking, I kind of want to split this up into two things. So hopefully this video is not going to be too long, but I wanted to do the tie rod, the Whiteline tie rods and the Whiteline ball joints. And while I'm there, I kind of want to put the front struts and springs on the car. You know, I just want to kind of swap those things out, get the front completely done. And then the next video you'll see, it was going to be me doing the back, because, you know, doing it in pieces like that, I kind of want to do that. But like I say, your boy is pressed for time, and it's hard getting in the time to freaking to get this stuff done. So let's look at what we got to do. So we're gonna get these things installed on here. So hopefully it's not gonna be too difficult. I'm gonna get into using this tool to get the other ball joints out of there. And then, like I told you guys while we're in there, I'll show you guys down here. I want to try and get these struts in here too. So kind of what I'm thinking in the plan, just so this video is not too long, I'm gonna do one side, kind of get it down to where I can explain it without bumbling too much. I'm gonna get one side done, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I did to put that on there. So for y'all, it's gonna be mere milliseconds, but for me, hopefully it don't take too long. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Shoot. All right, y'all. This video just escalated into something else now. So there's an issue. So when could I press press on this a little bit? Yes, but I don't want to, because I don't want to tear up some perfectly good ball joints, because my ball joints are easy. Now my ball joints are still good. So now check this out. The ball joint, it just came, I unscrewed the little pinch bolt, and then as I was trying to, I hit the lower control arm to get it to break loose from the ball joint, right? And when I did that and I pulled down on it, the freaking ball joint just came right on out with it. So it was just, well, of course, I'm not no rusty, you know, I don't have no rust or anything underneath there, and the car is fairly new. So it came out really easily. But the issue that I had, I put it on there, right? And the way these things come, it's come like this right here. There's another piece on there. There's a cone that I have to use because I have the aluminum bottom end to this thing. So I have to use that. So let me show you guys on the instructions here. So this is what mine look like right now. My stock ones look just like that. And they said for alloy arms, I have to reuse this little bushing. But I think this thing is pressed on there, dude, because I can't just screw it off of there without tearing anything else up. So what I'm probably gonna wind up doing is, I'm not gonna install these now. I'll install them later, because it ain't gonna be that hard to get them in there and get them in and out of there. It's tie rods either. But I'm gonna see if I can order these, and then I can just press those on here and onto these, and then I can just put that on there. What's happening, everybody? It's a couple of days later, and let me tell you where I'm at. So I was able to find the combs, bought them separately. And the thing is, now, could I got it in town? Yes, I could have got it locally, but locally they were like 24 bucks each. Plus I would still have to wait. So I'm still gonna have to wait anyway. So I ordered them online. Online, they're on sale. Now online, if you buy them from parts online, it's like 18 bucks, but they on sale for 13 bucks. So of course I got 2 of those on order for 13 bucks. So whenever those things come in, we're gonna revisit installing those things, installing them on the car. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on, and like I showed you guys, I already got one side on. I put that one side on anyway, just because whenever I do install those back with the tie rod and the ball joint, it's kind of had nothing to do with the struts and stuff like that. So I did put that side on, and I figured out exactly how I can keep it somewhat in alignment, even though it's going to be off because the car is going to be a little bit lower. But hopefully with the ball joint, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to help the geometry of it. Maybe having that ball joint on there with that being extended as it is going to help the situation out to where it'll stay more aligned, because I got the bolt lined up exactly in the same position it should have been, like it was on the stock one, because you know the Bilstein struts don't have any of those little markings on there. You just got to get it the way you need to get it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did, and I'm going to go ahead and put the other side on the front, and that way then we can complete this video, and we're just going to have to come back and revisit the ball joints and the tie rods whenever they come in. So for now, we're going to finish up the front on this video. The next video, I'll be doing the rear, get the rear and everything done. And hopefully by that time, the ball joints come in for the front. I can put those on, then we can drop the car down and we can take our measurements and see how the car looks with these springs and struts on it. For right now, let's get on this driver's side. I'm gonna show you guys what I did down here, and then let's so we can knock this video out. All right, y'all. So this is pretty much all we're gonna have to do here. So all I'm gonna have to do is take these bolts out. I'm gonna have to make a mental note of where the little paint lines are that I marked on here, and make sure it's facing the direction that it's supposed to be in, and make sure that the bolt is there and it's on actually that nut on there. So we're gonna take these two bolts off, pop this speed sensor cable off of there, and then take off this brake line cable right here. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of videos out there, people doing coilovers and all that stuff. It's pretty much the same process. And once I take those off, I got to take out these 3 bolts on the top right here. Once I take those out, this whole thing should just drop down, and then I should be able to just slide the other one in there, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Trying to hold both of them, hold it in place, and then putting the bolts in and everything. So we'll get it going. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to loosen these guys up, pretty much take these completely out, and then I'm gonna loosen up this one in the back here. All right, so we got that in there, and I'm gonna show you my let me show you my little line here. All right, so if I can get you guys in here to see that. So you see, hopefully you can see this. Let me get my light in here. All right. So you can see right there, that's supposed to be pointing straight up. So I just need to turn it this way a little bit, and that'll be pointing straight up. That's exactly where it was aligned at. And like I say, since those Whiteline components, the ball joint and the tie rod is supposed to help fix that geometry to keep me aligned, I should be fairly close to being to where I was OEM alignment wise. I still got to get in alignment, but that'll get me there to where I'm not tearing up my tires too much. But I'm gonna tighten these on, put this on, and then I'll show you the solution that they have for putting this back on, because that's just a little bolt right here. But I'll show you guys that here in a second. My bad, y'all. Looked like I was definitely mistaken. If you look right there at the top of there, there is a little notch that you need to be pointing at right at the top. God dang, I'm trying to hold this light in here. It's kind of hard to see since I'm shining some light on it, but right here in this spot right here, there is a little indentation right there. So you can align that up to right there. That's what it looks like. It's right there. It's right in the line. I just got to turn it a little bit to get it right on point. But yeah, there is that on there. I need to verify the other side too. But I just want to make sure I show you guys that. I'm going to tighten this on, put the bolt back in here. I'll show you the solution for this after I tighten these 2 bolts up here, put that on, and then tighten up the strut mounts up top. So let me knock that out real quick, and then I'll show y'all the solution that they have for this thing. All right, and then let's tighten up these bolts right here and make sure that I'm right on where I need to be right there. All right, and there we go. We are in there, lowered. So now, let me show you guys this. This right here is what they have, and what this does, it fits on top of that stud. I need to find some more of these because I only got one in my package. So I had to come up with another solution. But I'm gonna try and find something else. I'm trying to find something just like this. But this right here is gonna go right on top of, hold on, let me get me some light over here so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. Y'all can see that, huh? I need to get you guys in here a little closer. What's up, can y'all see this? All right, cool. So this goes on top of that stud, just like, well, I guess you can twist it on there, which is kind of cool. Thread that on there like so, and then from there you can pretty much just zip tie this guy on here, and should keep it in the same spot. That should hold it. I don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere. All right, that's nice and tight. It's not going nowhere. Cut off my little access there. And that is completed. All right, y'all, so that's pretty much what I got for y'all on there. Like, we got a little sidetracked, a little knocked off course a little bit, but we at least got the front part of the suspension done. The only thing I have to do now is just wait till those other ball joint parts come in. Once those do come in, then I can put those cones on the ball joints that we have, throw those guys in, and then we'll be good to go. But we got to do the rear. So the next thing we're gonna do is the rear. We're gonna do two things on the rear. We're gonna put the rear struts in. So everything I got to take off. If y'all follow my build and y'all got that strut tower that I have on the back of mine, show you guys what we got to do to get that thing to where I can get those bolts out of there. It's gonna be a lot of work probably. But once we get those out, we'll put those Whiteline adjustable lower control arms on there. And then we'll do all of that in one video, drop that in there. And hopefully, like I said, by that time, we'll get that those little cones for the ball joints. We can throw that in and we can drop this bad boy on the ground and see where we at. So appreciate you guys. You made it this far in the video, man. Do make sure that you guys like and subscribe. It's free. And make sure you hit the bell notification, hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, fam, peace.